Hi everybody. I wanted to take a few minutes to show you a new resource that the Digital Communications Unit has created that I think is going to be a benefit to the entire department. It's a storage space, a server storage space that totally belongs to us. We have a lot of total control over it, and it is backed up. In the past, we've had some issues with files getting deleted or lost, and we're unable to recover them because IT has been a little bit sporadic about backing up our data. So I took the liberty of going ahead and setting up a backup space for us, also a primary storage space to store some of our long-term data. Let me show you what it looks like. In the email, you would have received instructions about how to map the EA Media Archive, which is what I'm talking about. And as you can see here, the EA Media Archive is a space where we can store all of the content that we want to keep for, forever. Mainly it's for finished documents, finished videos and photos. It's not for stuff that's in development. We can still use the marketing drive for that. But when we complete it, I would like to have it placed in this archive so that we can always find it easily, and also, it's protected. It's backed up. Okay, so right now you can see that we have 4 files here. The one that's the most complete at the moment is the photo file. Here you can see I've taken a lot of time going through all of our photo assets that I know of. The P drive, the photos file on the marketing drive, and the archive that Digital Communications had on another archive that's being retired now. But you'll see here that I've gone through and I've sorted everything by date, and once we go into a file, you'll see that the actual events that we took, I have also sorted by date based on the date stamp of the photos related to whatever event. You can probably see, this is a date stamp that I created for each folder. You see it's 2011, 04, it's April, and the 14th. So April 14, 2011, that's preview day. Here are all the images that I know of that we have for preview day. All of these files are accessible to you now. You can use them for whatever, but they're easily found and easily available, and also easily searchable. Say you wanted to find the International Festival photos, and you just type in international, if you could spell international, and there it is. It comes up. It discovers the International Festival. You can also do that. All the way up here, you can type international or some other search term. Then it'll come up with all the different folders that have international in that name. Makes everything really easy to find. Okay, one word of note here though is that other than the drop content here file, all of these are protected. They are password protected to only allow the digital communications staff to make changes to it. I know that's a little inconvenient, but it's just based on past history where we've had some issues with files disappearing. I want to make absolutely certain that we don't lose any of this content. Like I said, you can see these documents, you can open them, you can download them to your PC for whatever use, but you will not be able to delete them, and you will not be able to move them, rename them, anything like that. Now, say you have some content that you want to store on this archive. What I would like for you to do is place your content, your finished content, into a file using this naming convention. The date, the year, the month, the date, and then a description of what it is. Once you've done that, put it in the drop content here folder. Right here, you have access to this folder. Just drop it in, and then send me or Joseph or Ron or our webmaster to be, whoever that's going to be, a note saying that that's there, and then we will drop it in the appropriate file or create a file for it. Like I said, that's just for long-term protection of our data. Okay, the greatest thing about this is that the content is backed up. We have another server, a secondary server, called Digicom Backup. As you can see, there's another folder there called EA Media Archive. And it's an exact copy of the archive that exists on the other drive. It's updated twice a week. God forbid we have a major issue with our file storage or whatever. If we do, though, we have exact copies of everything and can be recovered very quickly by us. So we're not having to depend on IT or anything to get that done. So there you have it. If you have any questions, please let me know. And if you have any content or anything, please drop it in there, and we'll start building this archive that I hope will last a long time, and we'll be protected. So thanks again.